There must be darkness before light can shine. We're giving a voice to the voiceless, and we are honoring those and those left behind who have given the ultimate sacrifice. So we the people, raise up your glass. There will be no fear here, where light is eternal. You have found the two-step tribe. Welcome home.
In the glow of a screen, with hope in our hearts, celebrating freedom, we'll play our parts. From football fields to the ring of a fight, we hold our heads high in this American life. Raise up your glasses, a toast to the night. For service and sacrifice, we shine a light. With boots on the ground, we're proud and we cheer. Together we stand with no room for fear. Here's to the heroes remembered in song. With every sweet note, let our spirits grow strong. In unity, laughter, we'll rise and we'll pray for freedom and honor, come what may.
You muted.
I'm muted. Unc did that. It is Two-Step Tribe Tuesday. Patriots Inside the Wire Productions. How is it going? It's already starting off with a smash. How is it?
It's good. It's good. It's good. Every time that last picture of you on that intro, every time you just smiling so nice, I'm just in a better mood. I could be cussing at somebody. I'm going to stop and put my hands in my lap.
Well, I'm usually doing production. I'll have to go back and look, because to give yourself credit there, as you should, that is something that you did. As
well,
and I want to say thank you, man. We've already got, so tonight's guests, we've got two wonderful guests on. Like Tuesday night and on tonight, we've got our audience already. We have an interactive audience. We are live on a broadcast right now. We are also a podcast that rolls out on multiple every channel you can listen to a podcast. We're on it. We're with Heroes Media Network, a network broadcast, and we are also radio. So as you're watching us tonight, you can check us out on YouTube, Facebook, socials, and you can interact with us literally within the show. And that actually is going into radio, the podcast, TV, and interacts with us. I see you there, bud. Stick by, because your comments are coming up. We have two wonderful guests tonight. You got your host over there, Uncle Rhino, in his green room, all lit up. Uncle Rhino over there in that lovely, beautiful shirt tonight and your hat. We have two amazing guests, Chaser Crouch. Now, Texas is going to know that name big time.
Yes, they will.
Listen. Look, y'all just made me stutter like country style.
She said, look. I had a boat like that. I had to take it in to have somebody look at it. Every time I'd back it up, it'd get in the mud and go, look. Whoa. Yeah.
Well, it is because Lomel's World is here tonight as a guest. Oh, yeah. So I needed to stutter so you would understand what we're doing tonight by bringing together two amazing, not only just individuals, people, I give it up for good people right now, just good people, reaching out to each other. Number two, amazing artists, both in their own genre. But here at our home in the tribe, we love, well, I better speak for me. I love all sorts of music. What kind of music? Good music. That's what I like. So on the show tonight, what I'd like to do is go ahead and grab our guests. What do you want to do? Like, you want to say, like, already I'm looking like, Bud, I can't wait. Keep us rolling. Keep us laughing. Gotta love it.
Bud's on point.
Bud will get you going in these conversations. And Lomell, our guest here tonight, Lomel's World, you can find him on Instagram. right now. You can find him on YouTube at Lomell. Now, Chaser Crouch, you can find on every one of the platforms as well. Chaser Crouch Music. And we have their music, but we have the behind the scenes information going on. What is the 411 going on? I can't believe I just said 411. But
You
hey,
did. I heard it with both ears.
hey, we're live. And let's do a shout out. 107.5 The Swamp. Everybody give it up tonight for Mr. Rob at 107.5 The Swamp. Today is one of those days that he needs us all to be lifting him up. So our home away from home, True Grit radio station, Music Row Radio, 107.5 The Swamp. And let's give it up for Texas Brew Radio as well. Your little violin. There we go. All right. Listen, no script. Like I say, we jump on in here with Chaser and Lomell. I don't think that we should leave one guest down. We like to mix our genres. We want to let you know about what's going on, not just about a song, but in life, you know.
100%.
Just so much going on, even between the two guests that we have tonight away from us. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Right now, you've got Chaser Crouch joining the show. Tribe. How are you doing, Chaser?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. It's a Tuesday. That's decent.
Yeah.
It is. It's much better than a Monday. I love our two-step Tribe Tuesdays. And now, everyone out there, we will have Tribe Thursdays. So heads up.
You asked for it. Now you're going to get it. Yep.
It was over filled up. So Chaser, we're glad to have you here with us. I think that they look like we had a phone call to match our hats or something, but I swear we did not.
I know. I just
Nobody called me.
Yeah.
Shout out to American Hat Company, which is who I shout out to for our show, Two Step Tribe, brought to you by Patriots Inside the Wire on multiple radio stations, Heroes Media Group. Chaser, I'd like to bring our next guest, which you got to chat a little bit with, and that is Lomell.
Oh, yeah.
Lomell's World. You can find him very easily on Instagram with that name, and here he is with us tonight. How are you doing?
How you doing? I'm good, everybody. How you doing?
I'm doing.
I'm enjoying the snow out here.
Oh, yeah, I bet you are. Yeah, there's no snow here.
I'm in New England, Springfield, Massachusetts. It's pretty cold out here.
Yeah, it gets down below 60 and the churches fill up around here. That's how that works. Yeah, that's Armageddon. If it gets down to 60, we filling up the church. It don't matter if it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday. We going to church.
Didn't it just snow there recently?
Yeah, I know. In the church, you couldn't get in the church. That's where everybody was at. They said Jesus ain't gonna let the heat go out. So, yeah.
Also, Tracy, I didn't get the call because I would have had a beautiful Stetson on too. Oh my!
Hey, there you go. There you go. This is someone did say that to me today, and I said, "Well, it's actually American Hat Company. They've been around a long time here."
American Hat Company.
Yes. Man, I mean, my glasses over there. Is it 1915? Where, Chaser, we should ask you, is yours American Hat Company, or do you have a brand that you like?
Well, this one I got on right here is I went blank on them. Sombrero brands. Some good friends of ours that I showed horses with and all that. I was actually just hanging out with them this past weekend down in Houston at the rodeo, and they got a booth set up there. I go to them for everything I got.
Well, you'll have to introduce them to me because this is American Hat Company since 1915, based out of Bowie, Texas. But I would love to meet them. So that brings something up to me, Chaser. You just brought up the rodeo. So this show itself, based out of where we are, is what is called Go Texan Certified. Go Texan means if you're a small independent business owner and you are within a certain community, and we are in music, arts, community, people, causes, we are recognized as Go Texan Certified. So that is a really big thing actually here in the rodeos. So I do appreciate that. I'm glad you brought it up because I don't have it out there anywhere. So
yeah,
good one right there. But I have not heard of that company. I would love to meet up with them. You'll have to send me their information.
Yeah,
I like
yours.
yours.
For sure.
This one's a little big for me, but I like it. I like their stuff, and I will let you know. So, what I'd like to do, because we have, so Lomell, we've
Yes.
already met our wonderful resident over here, Bud Clayton. I got to say, give it up right now. Number one, keeps us going. Like the comments, anybody, everyone out there, interact. You can send us messages, questions. You can be rolling along in the comments. And if y'all see me laughing, it is because there's probably something there that I may not be able to show you. Unc, we've
Yeah.
got Chaser and we've got Lomell. And I like to, music is medicinal.
Yep.
It's universal as a language. And we've got so much going on as far as Two-Step Tribe. We want everybody to understand that in order to bring together the different people, genres, causes, connections, in order to successfully help and pull up someone, especially in the indie or independent lane, you do need a community where someone's like, hey, let me, here's my hand, like, just help the next person. Let's just keep going up, up. I'm going to end up writing a song tonight. So, Chaser, you're outside, aren't you?
Do what?
Are you outside literally right now?
No.
Okay. Yeah, your screen there, it looked like you were, and I was like,
no,
well,
no, ma'am. If you, I live in a toy hauler camper, and I'm sitting in the middle of it right now. If you hear some wind noises, because we got like 50, 60 mile an hour winds gust right now. It has been
Welcome to Texas.
like the past 2 days, or it started up about 6 o'clock this morning, and I thought the camper was about to blow over on its side. It got rough. I stepped outside. We were losing power, and there was rain running sideways. And I stepped outside and looked out across the. We're kind of at a high spot here, so I can kind of see across town. And I looked out across there because I was like, "There's liable to be a tornado out here right now." About the time I opened the door, I saw a transformer flash way towards town, and I'm like, "Oh, there really might be a tornado somewhere." But I don't think anything touched down. It was just high winds, and we've got trees falling everywhere. And I've stayed inside pretty much all day because I do not like dealing with the wind, especially the way it is right now. You can't hardly open the door without it slamming in your face.
well,
Yeah, in North Texas, I think that they changed the state bird of North Texas to a camper trailer. So I think that's something to think about with the storms and whatnot we've got going on. I have to call Greta and see if it's climate change that did it. Might just be Texas. I think it's probably just
It's
Texas.
just Texas. They say if you don't like the weather down here, wait 5 minutes. It'll do something different.
Yeah.
Those 3 days I was in Austin, it felt like the wind was 90 miles per hour. So
Yeah, it's been rough. This is the highest winds I've seen here in a long time.
it actually is. So today, this is a true story. I'm not kidding. I went with he's 15, name's Cash. We're driving through a parking lot. There's literally something there. Driving through a parking lot, and they're trying to deliver like these huge refrigerators. I mean, massively large stainless steel refrigerators on a trailer. That refrigerator flipped up off that trailer in the parking lot because of the wind. Yeah. And of course, I got my phone out, but and then my kids playing like different beats to it, and I'm like, stop. But I'm not kidding. I was like, whoa, like one of those refrigerators just went right up off the trailer, and I heard the guy, he's calling his boss. He's like, I'm not kidding. The thing flew up the trailer, and he's like, you could tell his boss is giving him a hard time. So I was like, dang, I might have to go there and be like, yeah, I was sitting right here watching that. That's a true story. So Chaser, you are correct. I'm glad that you're doing well out there. Tonight on Two-Step Tribe with Lomell. You can find him at Lomell's World if you're on Instagram. Lomell's right here on his YouTube as well. Chaser Crouch Music. You can find all over each one of those social platforms as well. I was able to find you a lot easier there, Chaser, on Facebook. It seems that you have a great crowd on there.
Yeah,
right?
that's my main spot. I kind of use is Facebook. I mean, I use them all, but Facebook is kind of the number one.
You got it. I found you there. So your crew is coming at me on Facebook. I got Lomell's coming at me on YouTube. All good. We're on all the channels. Uncle Rhino, you can find him very easily. Uncle Rhino is all over the place too. We did just create the Two-Step Tribe podcast pages. So if you're looking at those, we're trying to pick up our music and music review and our channel shows. So please be sure to check those out, follow, subscribe, because that's where you're really going to find out what's going on. Not only our musical guests, our festivals, our events, because we do have a couple of different shows going on. And this is the Two-Step Tribe. Tribe to us means we're bringing people together. So that's what that means.
Tune in.
Shout out 1821. I see you there, hon. Nice to see you. And Unc with the red solo. Always got to have the red solo on a Tuesday.
Always.
I'm bougie. Yeah, regular styrofoam just won't do.
Doesn't taste the same.
Done.
I don't know. Are you drinking it?
Sometime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, till it's empty, and then I'm refilling it.
Depending on what's in there.
Yeah.
That's a good point right there. So tonight, in regards to the show on Two-Step Tribe Tuesday, Chaser, I mean, one of your songs, I was like, a lot of people are going to be really familiar with that one about Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Got a problem there, Houston.
Oh, yeah.
And then Lomell's as well. So, Unc, I'm going to point to you as our tribe here and let you direct where you'd like to go with this. We're very organic, so I do want you as the artist and as you're not just a guest, you're part of us, you're part of the show. So if there's something you'd like to speak up on too, I say go for it. I'll be checking out all the tech behind and in front of us. Shout out right now, Cynthia. I do see you. Texas Brew Radio, everybody. So we've got Texas Brew Radio in the house. Shout out to them as well. As we did earlier, we've got that new page there, hun. Two-Step Tribe. There you go.
I wanted to get Chaser rolling because Chaser, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you up for male vocalist of the year?
I've got. I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
One of us has to know what you're doing, Chaser Crouch. One of us has to know.
Man, I barely know what I'm doing. I have to.
I'm old. Yeah, I'm old. I went to school with Jesus. That's my excuse. Chaser Crouch.
I do what I can to get by. That's my excuse.
Yeah,
I'm up for. I believe that's right. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I'm excited for it. It's been a lot of. I never thought I'd be at this point right now where I'm at as far as music. So I'm happy with everything I got coming to me right now.
Well, you're a good person, and that's something that people don't get to visit. And I do like to call that out because to me, you and I met really early on the very first night I stepped back in the public eye there in Texas, where I came out to the award show that night. And that's where you and I met the very first time. And light recognizes light. And you'll hear me say that a lot. And you're a good person. You know, you've got a lot of attention. That's great. But we're in an industry where that's not always the case. And you guys both are exceptions, beautiful exceptions to the rule, where some of the stuff with Lomell, some of my favorite things that he's done and said, they were never even on a camera. And the general population missed out on it because he's just good people, you know, and just he's very talented. But both of y'all, your talent is secondary to me for what you are as a person. And that you came about it two different roads to get to the same place, which is called Amazingville. And I'm proud to have you there. And I'm proud to have you as part of the tribe. On that note, with Chaser being up, I wanted to roll into one of Chaser's first. We'd start with country and then we'd ease over to Lomell. I like for both of you to check out each other's stuff, kind of see how it's vibing, how it's hitting. I think both of you are amazing and great testaments to the quality of American music.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I agree, right? I do agree there. I'm looking at our questions here. Thank you there to Cynthia out there. She's got it going. She's got the good vibes rolling out there. Chaser, yes, we are correct. It was about the music. And we're talking about, so we do have something coming up, Chaser, in regard to our songwriters. Lomell, we have something up, and it's in Texas, and it's our Texas State Songwriters, our male songwriter category. I'd like to talk to you later about that. So we'd like to see you in that category of the male state songwriters here as well. So that is a message I'm supposed to give you from one of the radio stations. So I'm giving you that message now. Talk about writing. This screen is full of some people who know how to get their words across. I know that for sure. I had a beautiful time checking it out, and I listened to you, so I will go ahead and go to the music side. And again, thank you for joining us on the broadcast radio stations. Tracy Susep with Uncle Rhino, right up there, all green. You can't miss it. The Green Hornet, but it's a rhino. The rhino's crushing them. On this, Chaser, I have a question. So the first one I have is Houston. Houston, we got a problem now. What is the deal on that one? Did you have a problem? Or is this just a fun song, and did you write it?
So that song I picked up out of Nashville, and I was at the time where I'm very slow at writing music. Sometimes it comes out fast, sometimes it takes me a little bit. So, and I don't mind playing other people, playing other people's songs, and so I scouted out some stuff in Nashville, and that was one of those songs I ran across, and it just kind of hit me. I mean, it was a good groovy tune. Just especially being here in Texas, and that song talks about some of the town, has a line about Waco in it and Abilene, and obviously it talks about Houston. It's like, heck, I grew up around all those places, and it's one of those songs. I relate to it a lot with, it talks about it's like, I love the back roads, and I love being out in the country, and that's kind of what the song talks about. This girl, she falls in love with the big city lights and loves Houston and all that, whereas I'm not a big city person. I like being back home. I like being in the country, out in the middle of nowhere. I like being on a piece of property. So
you like being in a travel trailer, flying around the neighborhood, checking on all your friends. That's what it is.
Yes. Right. I like running around. Yeah, and it's just one of those songs that kind of resonated with me a little bit. So I was like, let's do it. And it's been a really good song. People seem to love it.
You got it. You got it. So we'll get you, it's Mel Songwriter, Texas.com. I'll get in touch with you on that. It's May 11th. So MP Studios is involved, but we'll get in touch with you. The reason I'm bringing that up for Chaser is it's a Texas thing, but Unc and I were talking, we got a lot going on that's not just Texas. For everybody out there listening, we are about breaking down the barriers that are around one area and one genre. So don't forget about Springboard. Springboard is coming up. I'm going to roll over right now to Chaser's song that Uncle Rhino was mentioning. He wanted a song. So it's Chaser. Look at me. My country comes out when I say your name. And he did that on whoever.
Like a hoe handle. Like a hoe handle in Alabama. Yeah.
All right. You got me on that one. There you go. But I don't think he's from Alabama. I think he's from Texas. So
no, the hoe handle is. That's our country. That was like a hoe handle from Alabama. Got 5 syllables in it. Yeah.
I actually got it. I was just trying not to repeat it.
I did it.
It's all good. I love it. I love it.
I said it and repeated it.
What, hon? You don't want to jump in it either?
I'm just having fun laughing. I'm just having fun.
Both of them been around me when there wasn't no cameras. So this is the good Christian version right now.
Light work. This is light work.
Yeah, we don't censor either. So trust me, everything you get on the show, you can only imagine what comes out after. So tonight, this is Chaser Crouch on his song Right Now at Houston, we got a problem. And do you have that writer's name? Because I'm really big on songwriting, so I'd love to know about songwriters.
I have it.
You can tell it to us after. You want me to play it? And you'll,
Yeah.
there you go.
I'll
I
figure it
got you.
out in a second.
We're going to play this song, Lomell. It is Chaser Crouch's song, and it is Houston.
Texas town, if you catch her right or take her out, but me. We took off like a rocket in the wild, wild blue. We were gonna go around the world that we never knew and be free. Amarillo, London, and Abilene, halfway to Waco, still chasing that dream. She fell in love, your high-rise life. I think she loves you more than me. But Houston, we got a problem. Feels like I lost her, and you got her. I need a blue sky, I love a back road. She wants your bright lights, sure loves your black gold. Now burn you down with the oil in the ground, just to get her back in. Oh, Houston, we've got a problem. We were only gonna stay till we took it all in, but it's been 2 weeks and I mentioned us spinning those wheels. I got her 2 nights alone at a hotel room blue. She got concrete and glitter on her heel shoes. What's the deal? Big apple in the city we never been. Had to get us stuck in the state we're in. Houston, we got a problem. Feels like I lost her, and you got her. I need a blue sky, I love a back road. She wants your bright lights, sure loves your black gold. Now burn you down with the oil in the ground, just to get her back and leave you here forgotten. Oh, Houston, we've got a problem. Let me tell you, you don't deserve her, but if I gotta lose her, you better not hurt her. Or else, Houston, we got a problem. Feels like I lost her, and you got her. I need a blue sky, I love a back road. She wants your bright lights, sure loves your black gold. Now burn you down with the oil in the ground, just to get her back and leave you here forgotten. Oh, Houston, we've got a problem.
Good. I like that. That reminds me of like a Jason Aldean mixed with a little Dustin Lynch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And this is the part where Tracy reminds everybody to go and make that playlist for everybody.
Oh,
Everybody.
yes.
That's it.
That was
Get it, Tracy.
The digital
good.
era, listen, everybody, and singing and songwriting. And you know, me and my chains here, like one just fell off, y'all. It's important not to lose your chains too.
This is a different kind of show, Tracy. We ain't supposed to be having all that disassemble business going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, in a digital era of music, and you want to support your artists, it's hit and play is nice, but you're not supporting. Please create that digital playlist, like creating an actual playlist. 2-Step Tribe, your name, Lomell's name, Chaser's name. Please, you create that playlist, it gives the credit to the artist. So creating playlists is where we're trying to get everyone to understand how this works on the back end and behind the scenes of the music industry today. stay in the music
And
industry for a long
subscribe. And subscribe to Two
well,
Step
yeah.
Tribe. And subscribe to Chaser Crouch Music. And subscribe to Lomell's World.
And hit
This
that
is how,
bell.
yeah, that's
Hit
how we
the
all hook
bell.
together.
Oh
Hit
yeah.
that bell
Hit
so
the
you're
bell.
notified about every live, every post, and every story.
Yep.
Thank you. I like how you reminded that too. So yes, the bell will give you every notification, every story, every bit of information. Now, Chaser, did you look that up? I saw you looking while that
Yeah.
song was going.
Yes, ma'am. It was Steve Bogard and Taylor Davis who wrote that.
All right, Taylor Davis. Got it. All right. Well, great job on that one. So, how long have you been? So I'm sure when you were little, you were doing this, but would you say it's been what, the last few years that you felt like you're in your groove?
Yeah, I've been at it since about 2021 is when I really got serious with it and was like, hey, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see what I can do, how far I can go, and that was 2021 was my first year to release a song, and I mean I can't complain with anything that's going on right now. I mean we're steadily kind of moving, and I just got a band together. So, a little over a year ago, got a band together. I mean, we've been playing every weekend. So I've been definitely been busy, and
Good.
I'm super
That's a good thing.
stoked where we're at.
That is a very good thing in the music business to be staying busy like that. So you've got Houston, We Got a Problem. You've got on the charts right now, the song, your latest song. What is your latest song that you want to mention to make sure that everybody checks that out and understands where to get your music?
Yeah, my latest one is "Just a Dream Away," which is it's probably one of my favorite ones that I've got out right now. Again, that one was not I did not write that song. That was another one that I picked up out of Nashville. Thomas Rhett actually wrote that song, which is wild because I used to listen to Thomas Rhett all the time, and never thought that I'd be cutting one of his songs that he wrote. But it's it's talks about chasing your dreams and how we've all got a got a goal in life, and everything starts with a dream. And that song it's got one line in it that's probably it's what sold me on the song. It's my favorite part. But you got the last verse there. It says, "I know a boy who bought a cheap guitar, played for tips and beers in the bars, sang from his heart and shot for the stars. Kind of looks like me." And like every time I say that line or talk about it, it kind of gives me chills. Like I'll be up on stage singing it, and it gives me a little bit of chills because it fits so well. So I knew I had to do that song.
Well, when you do it,
I love it.
that song is actually we did a interview, or I did one. I popped in on a podcast up in Michigan over the weekend, and it's so funny that you bring that up because there's a kid somewhere that's going to hear you, and you don't know that kid, and that kid doesn't know you, but they're going to hear those words, and that song was written for them, and you're singing it to them. And that's going to set a trajectory for the rest of your life that you don't even realize yet. That's the power of writing. That's the power of a song. And we sat down, and I had that happen when I was 10 years old. There was a lady named Lacey J. Dalton who had a song called 16th Avenue. And the lyric was, I thought it was just about some guys that hung out together at this house on this street. That's all it was. I didn't know any better. I'm 10 years old, but I knew all the words to it. And it said, with $1 million spirit and an old flat top guitar, with years and years of living tucked up underneath their arms, they walked away from everything just to see a dream come true. God bless the boys who make the noise on 16th Avenue. And I was at 10 years old. 12 years later, I was a professional songwriter in Nashville working on 16th Avenue. That's Music Row. And so I had no idea that I would become one of those people. That's what you're doing right now. That's what you're doing right now, Lomell. Both of y'all, that you guys are literally embodying the stuff that you never thought was possible. You're already hitting it. You're going to go past it, and you're going to create a pathway for other people to follow you on. That's the fun part of this. I'm getting to watch it.
Yeah, and that's crazy with growing up. I've always listened to country music, been a big fan of it, and I've always, from the time I was little, watching YouTube. And I remember, you know, in the mornings before school, me and my dad would sit in the living room and watch CMT, music videos. And I always thought it'd be the coolest thing. I was like, that'd be awesome to be able to do a music video one day, or to just sing and play on stage. And I admired all the country artists out there, and it seemed like everybody was a family. Like I'm big on,
That's awesome.
I'm in this together with everybody else. Like we're all sharing our dreams and trying to do the same thing. And it always seemed like they were supporting each other, and they were always having a good time up there together on stage. And it's one of those things I just always dreamed of. Never thought it would actually happen. And I picked up a guitar and started learning at a real young age, and kind of put it down for the longest time. And then about 15 years old, I jumped back into it and kind of stayed a little bit more consistent with it, learning stuff. And like I said, never thought that it would be something that I'd actually be doing one day as a career. And here we are. And I still look back and I was like, I can't even believe it, because I never thought I'd even be able to sit on stage and sing in front of people. And here I am doing it every weekend with a band behind me. And it's just
I
wild.
think it's
beautiful.
amazing, right? I saw you smiling too, Lomell, when he was talking about being on that stage.
Yes, because I mean, how Uncle Rhino said two different journeys end up in the same avenue. Um, my life's pretty crazy, and I'm pretty eccentric. Like last week, I lost my first pro Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu grappling fight.
I was gonna ask you. I saw that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But like, I'll give y'all a quick little background on me real fast. I grew up in 36 foster homes, 56 residential programs bouncing around the country. Dealt with a lot of sexual abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse. Went to prison for a long time. Music's I was smiling because when he was saying when he was younger he wanted to be a performer, I was just thinking of the contrast, because when I was younger I just wanted to live and survive. You know, music wasn't there yet when I was a child. It was literally just hoping to see tomorrow. So my first tape was Patsy Cline. My second tape was Garth Brooks. The first song I learned how to sing when I was a kid without even realizing I was singing was Thunder Rolls. It's still one of my favorite songs to sing. And then later, throughout life, I'm 40. I want to say in my 20s, somebody was like, wow, you sound really good. And I always liked rapping. I didn't really care to sing. I liked rapping. Singing was for me, you know? And then let's just say, long story short, later on, I wrote a self-help book to help motivate and inspire people. I'm really about pouring into people and lifting people up, because I never had nobody. So I like to be somebody. I'm really big on being there for people and actually showing up when I say I'm going to show up. So my music, I like to embody love, heartbreak, possibility, and just really embodying love. And I believe in God. And I believe in order to be Christ-like, we must move with love, and move with a heart of forgiveness and a heart of compassion. So these are just things that I pride myself on learning and every day evolving into the man that I only wish I can be, and that my children can look up to me and be like, wow, Dad, you inspire us. You know what I mean? So when y'all play my song, what y'all gonna do?
We're gonna hear it. We're gonna hear it in your song.
Yes,
Lomell, when you say,
The thing that
do
touches
you know what I mean? I do. I grew up in foster homes. I grew up in and around everything you just mentioned. So it's very rare that I find someone. But ironically, lately, we have found a few people that will actually speak, because we're the adults now. We're the adults that grew up around the epidemic. We won't get too far into that on this show, but I'd love to talk later, Lomell, because there's not too many people I can run into that I'm like, hey, I really do want to broach this subject. So thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for everything you said about your past and where it's brought you to. So thank you.
Thank
for
Well,
that.
there's two different ways you can go, and there was an old story, and this is cool that and this is totally organic and unscripted, everybody. But I heard one of the coolest stories. It's very sad, but so real. It was two twin brothers, and their mother had passed away during birth, and the father resented both of the twin boys because of losing the mother to have them. He kind of blamed both of the boys for this, and apparently this was like back in the 50s and 60s or something. I could be telling this completely wrong. I'm just going off of what I can remember. But a group, they couldn't take the children back then, no matter how rough it got. So, but some people did pay the father to let them interview the children once a year because they were doing a study, like a psychological study on everything. And this went on. I think it started with the boys when like they were like 8 or 9 or 10 years old, and it was really bad abuse type stuff. I mean, the boys, they constantly watched new women getting paraded in and out of the house. The both of the boys were roughed up pretty harsh by their father. I'm talking the cigarette burns, the whole nine. You know, the dad had a lot of self medicating, so a lot of dependency issues. The boys just had a horrible, horrible upbringing. And they continued to interview these two boys all the way up, I believe, until their 25th birthday. And that was their very last interview. And they interviewed them this whole time, this big, long study. And from the story that I was told, I believe they asked them, they had them both come in to the university where they had their offices. They went to opposite ends of the property, the building, two identical twin brothers. They went to opposite ends. They sat in rooms at the exact same time. And at the exact same time, they were asked the exact same question. And what it was one brother had a rap sheet that was pretty extensive. He'd been in trouble with the law. He had a bunch of children out of wedlock, no marriage that stuck. Couldn't keep a job, had a lot of dependency issues. That was one brother. The other brother was the typical cliche. He got the wife that was the childhood sweetheart, 1.3 kids, you know, got the house with the picket fence. He's a coach for the T-ball team. He's a deacon in church. He had a job since high school at a factory somewhere. It was polar opposites. And they asked both of them at the exact same time the same question, and that was, why do you think you are the way you are now? And to everybody's shock, they both gave the exact same answer. And that answer was, with the kind of father I had, how else would I be? And that was just like shockwaves, because there's two ways to go with everything that ever comes at us. Lomell, hey, you had horrible things that happened, and you had so much that we didn't get, you know, that that I had and took for granted, that maybe Chaser had and took for granted, and you would have given anything to have, but you weren't allowed to have it. You didn't lose that grappling fight last week. You were unsuccessful. When you stepped in the ring, you won. That's number one. Number two, just so we're clear, your children will never be ashamed of you as long as you always continue to stand back up. You won't always stand. They need to learn that. Nobody stands forever, but it's how we get back up that makes us epic. That's what's remarkable, because people will all get knocked down. It's how we stand that makes us somebody.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So on that note, I want to pivot straight out of that, because Lomell's got some amazing stuff, just like Chaser. When you write, I hear your lyrics. When you sing a song, I can see how your mind thinks by your lyrics. When I hear your instrumentation and production in a song, I know that's what your emotion is with it. But when each of you sing, that's when we get to see your spirit. And I am ready to see Lomell's right now, live on Two Step Tribe.
You got it. Live on Two Step Tribe tonight. Chaser Crouch again. Don't go. We've got that song he was talking about, Just a Dream. I actually have it. Lomell. Listen, he's telling the truth. Did you understand they didn't say my name earlier when it was talking about when you're a kid and you're wanting and thinking things? That's because Unc happens to know a few things. So we got a lot more in common than you would think. And it's interesting to me because people will look and then they'll assume, and I'll be like, like I might be quiet, but I probably won't. I try really hard, but I can't. So thank you, Uncle, for explaining all of that. I did notice your fright, and I was like, whoa, big props getting in there. You did do a great job. That was awesome. Not only that, your instrumentation of your voice, like anywhere you're at, boom, it's on. The other thing I'd like to share about Lomell is something that Unc's going to be like shaking his head in a minute. I can grab my phone and I can do a song within like 9 minutes or 10. It just depends. If something hits me and it's like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on. And then I'll be like, I got another one. I told you. Now listen to this. I found somebody else. This is the background of us, maybe. It's like, I got to grab this. I got to do it. I'm getting it out. So Lomell has figured it out as well with his own. You work with what you got, right? When you grow up. And I didn't have much. I had a whole lot of cardboard. But nowadays, just by your phone, you can do a lot. And so I'm shaking his head because he's like, but Lomell, you shared something with me. You did share that you're able to literally go in, grab your phone, and create a song within minutes.
Within last night, I made 3 songs. I wrote and recorded 3 songs in an hour.
Yes.
All on BandLab on my phone, and they sound like they're in a professional studio now. Yeah. So I created my own goal. By the end of the year, I'm going to create 500 songs on BandLab on my phone. It's really an easy process because I'm the freestyle god. You guys know I rapped for 34 hours before for a Guinness World Record. So for me, it's give me the beat, give me the topic, and my mind instantly creates the song.
Just goes there. It's that creativity. I think it's amazing. And I was going to bring that up. 34 hours. I think y'all heard that.
Purpose-driven life. Now, what Uncle Rhino was saying about the 2 boys and how they said my father, when he said that, what I took it to mean was God. Because the only reason I'm here and the only reason why I survived all of that stuff with the wisdom and knowledge that I have in order to pass on to other people is because I live a purpose-driven life through God. I'm a vessel. So everything that I say, everything that I write, everybody that I touch, all the bad, all the downs. And I learned this the other day in church with, check out how God works real quick. I won't take long because I know we got other stuff to talk about, but I went to a Puerto Rican church the other day with my lady, right? I don't speak Spanish, but I wanted to meet her grandmother for the first time. But while sitting in that church, God gave me a word. And I was trying to figure out how to articulate the ups and downs and what I was trying to say before. And this last Sunday, I finally figured it out. The ups, we figure those to be blessings from God, but the downs are blessings too, because those are what create the character of man. The downs are what's forging your character. So I just wanted to say that real quick.
No,
God will punish you sometime by giving you everything you prayed for.
Yes, but I've
seen that happen over and over.
Even in those things that you're not praying for, even in those things that are coming to you that you don't want or don't expect to be there. Like going to DDU, solitary confinement, for more than a year for me, for almost 2 years, is something that I looked at for the hardest time and the longest time in the most negative light. But I also taught myself to sing in there. I also learned self-awareness and emotional intelligence in there. I also was able to dive into books and understand my mental diagnoses that they gave me as a child and realize I didn't have those, that I could break any generational curses. But it started with awareness and God, you know? But without the time to sit down and be quiet, without the time to sit down and be peace and actually hear God, because it doesn't matter if you're talking to God if you can't hear what he's saying to you, right? So that's why sometimes you got to sit for those 40 days, 40 nights.
I'm right with you on every bit of that. So again, like I said, we have those times. They make us, they build us, they make us stronger, and sometimes they don't. That's why the tribe, like, reach out. You just never know. So you really do never know. You mentioned Puerto Rico. Ironically, my daughter for the first time is not in Texas, decides to go to Puerto Rico. So it's like all bouncing through here right now. So we do have your song in here. And it is one of them. So I had to say that because every time I'll be like, I got one, and he's like, hold up, like, don't send me anymore.
Well, we talking about songs or Puerto Rican women? It could go either way.
It would be songs for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a known statistic. They thought no one could ever find an ugly Puerto Rican woman. We went all around the whole island looking. Everybody. It was like a Bigfoot sighting. They thought there would be one, but it was a legend. We couldn't really find one. We finally found one. We had an old girl cornered. Come to find out, she was from Cincinnati. Yeah, she was just visiting. Yeah,
No, I can't deal with you.
yeah, that happened.
I don't know
You
about
hear
them
this,
women,
Chaser?
but my women's beautiful. So,
Spencer got Travelocity.com up on his phone right now, trying to book a flight to Puerto Rico.
No, right away. I can't. He's like, I'm leaving this. I'm gonna go put
He
one
said-
on the show.
Jason said, "I am out." Yeah.
He's like me. We're just listening over here, having a good time. So, the song that we do have in here for you, Lomell, is let's tell a little bit about that because
so this is called "I Should Really Hate You Now." You guys ever been through a heartbreak or broke up with somebody or had somebody break up with you and you feel like you should hate them? You feel like forget their life, you don't give a damn about nothing to do with them, but then you realize that you just wish the best for them and you just like you can wish the best from them from afar.
Yep.
You don't gotta talk to them, you don't gotta be friends with them, but you could just, just go over there and I hope the best. Well, that's what this song is about. It's about going through that pain and then realizing at the end of the day that you got to let it go. And that I should. The song's called, you said we could swear on here?
Mhm.
yes,
Well,
which
the song is actually called I Should Fucking Hate You Now, but I had to make a clean version. So it's
The
I Should
radio,
Really Hate
yeah.
You Now because I want to get it on the radio.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's R&B, rock and blues. So I hope y'all
You got
enjoy it.
it.
I wrote it all
the
myself.
clean version? This is the clean version,
This is
right?
the clean version. All the lyrics are mine. I don't sing other people's music. I'm really
Okay.
prideful in writing my own songs. It's produced by 52 Blue, which are two brothers. They're incredible producer and musicians. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
You got it. You got it. This is Lomell. Tell them where to get this. Like, obviously, it's going to be able to be.
So you cannot get this yet.
Not yet.
But you can follow my Instagram and my
Okay.
Facebook. My Instagram is Lomell's World, and be on the
Yes.
lookout. I am performing this last week alone. In the last 5 days of last week, I performed in Philly, Boston,
Yes.
New York, and Springfield, Mass. 3 different times.
Okay.
I'm ramping up to go on a nationwide tour. I'm setting that up now with my team, the Soundbenders. So you can see this song by coming out to watch me perform until I feel like dropping it, because we're gonna
There
ramp
you
up
go.
the team on this.
We got a lot in common. I'm over there going, He's like, I think I found the male version of Tracy over there.
Mhm. Both of y'all make me nervous. Both of y'all.
Hey, when you grow up like I did, which it sounds like I did my research, you're always nervous, but you always find that way.
I'm going to the camper trailer with Chaser. I ain't got time to fool with y'all. We're gonna go wheels up in 8 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, what I wouldn't have given for a camper trailer, like even as a kid, man. Some of my best memories were going to the campgrounds like that. So actually, Chaser, I do love me a good camping trailer and campsite. So I do have good memories of those locations. Now, this song right here, Lomell's World, like he just mentioned, go to Instagram. That's what I did. You're going to find some true, like very, very cool, like on the spot, he will drop it right there. So as far as singing. So if you go to Lomell, it's Lomel with an S on Instagram, Lomell's World. You can find this. And here is his song right now.
Wake up 52.
I should really hate you now, 'cause the way you put me down, you broke me apart. You broke me apart. I should really hate you now, 'cause the way you put me down, you broke me apart. Oh, you broke me apart. Love can't tell the distance apart.
Let's skip the whole chorus.
that you wrote, all the songs you inspire, baby, I don't listen to them no more. I should really hate you now, 'cause the way you put me down, you broke me apart. You broke me apart. I should really hate you now, 'cause the way you put me down, you broke me apart. Oh, you broke me apart.
Yeah.
So Lomell, I see your face there, and I want to talk to you. But I've got the whole song in here. But ironically, we got you right here, and you were like, "Is it skipping? Did it skip one of the?"
What was happening?
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was asking you if you thought it would like skipped.
It skipped the first chorus.
Mhm. You want to sing it?
I'll sing it live for y'all. Let me see. I should really hate you now, 'cause the way you put me down, you broke me apart. You broke
Yes.
me apart. I should really hate you now, 'cause the way you put me down, you broke me apart. Oh, you broke me apart. I mean,
That's it.
Oh yeah.
That's it right there. Now it did play the whole song, but I was like, hey, I know you can do that. So I was like, ooh, I like that. I just put you on the
Thank
spot.
you.
But I did my homework and I was able to look and go, wait a minute. He can jump up wherever he's at and literally just perform on the spot. So I was like, that's
That's
nothing better than
singing.
that.
You guys know what busking is?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I bust on the Santa Monica Pier for 8 hours a day for 2 years. And that's how I found me as an artist. And that's how I became able to just on demand. They say proper preparation prevents poor performance. So if you stay ready, you don't got to get ready.
Yeah.
Let's do an exercise so we can show Chaser what that is. So Chaser, because we're all tribe and we're interactive. So Chaser, pick a word and a subject matter. Get creative, and we're going to turn Lomell loose and let him shine and razzle dazzle.
Let's do it.
Let's see. The first thing that popped up was like a storm and a camper because we were talking about it earlier.
Yeah, that man's still tucked up, worried about that wind.
In a storm.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
said storm and a camper.
yeah.
All right. Give me 2 more words. Storm, camper. Tracy, give me a word.
When I was gonna say foster kids or kids, kids that are outside alone, the wind is blowing, the camper's rocking. I mean, I'm going through the motions.
Here we go. Hold on. Yeah.
He hears me.
Yeah. I said we got the kids in early now. They stuck in the storm. They got no foster parents with no hugs kept me warm. Cold rain falls from their eyes like tears. All the little kids know what's black bags of fears. They ain't got no fears, no bros and sisters. All the family that they're cold and missing and wishing that they had a different condition. But the kids are really just lost in the system. There's no control. Feel like they gotta sell their souls so they can be good, but they're cold. So the storm, everything you gotta grab is too hard. It's over. It's been a minute, but you're really feeling free. There's a lot of things that I want them all to see in me. I was once a little kid that was feeling like a villain, but now I'm here and I got the love I'm really building. I'm chilling with Tracy and Uncle and even Lisa. Told them all before this is really abrasive. They come and they want to talk to school, but if it ain't substance with that, then I'm cool. No negativity because I stay away from toxic. I don't like that. Negative, got to drop it. Like to stay on positive topics, like to lift everybody. Purpose, we all got to get. So I shift through all the different norms. Like you said, that camper got pushed through the storm. She said refrigerators fell off the trucks, and I was thinking about the weather, like the wind don't give up. Or the tornado running through Texas. I know the depending on this axis, the nexus. Words are for practice. I can do whatever I need to do. I'll start this. He said he wants to let Lomell go loose. That I want to get the caboose. That means the dream. I like to get the steam. I got the woman of my life, the woman from my dreams. Fresh out of reality, I need to take some time, stop and get the breather. Place you get inside the wire. We speak truth from the heart, like snow liar. Start the fire, start the fire. Said that we can go on. Corner of Esquire. I fell off the track, but that's okay. Uncle Rhino, we gonna bring it right back. We was out in LA with my beat, but now I'm right here. Got a lot of secrets that I never speak. When it's time to go and creep, they're like, Lomell, are you ready? Or do you ever go sleep? I'm depressed. Lately, I've been feeling so good. I understand I'm better than I should be. They want to get me down, get me empty. My cup never gets empty. I'm not filthy, it's running over. I'm pouring in it. I mean, for real, keep on going up until I'm finished. I broke a record once, did it for goodness. Now I'm gonna keep on going till Tracy says we finished. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That was good.
fun with it. Fun with
I
it.
like it.
And normally I
I like
just have people throwing out topics to me, and I just keep going off the topics and turning them
Yeah.
into stories.
I love it. I love it. That's ironic that y'all have to talk on back channels because I kind of do what you do in different various forms. We'll get some of that out later. But Chaser, what did you think about the whole? Just boom, there you go. There's your storm chaser. Is it? Are we calling it our storm camper?
I mean, I wish I could do stuff like that. I wish I could spit out lyrics like that.
Chaser,
Well, when,
let me
that's why when y'all hang out, y'all going to. That's what. See what I did.
Oh,
See
yeah.
what I
tell
did?
you something real quick, Chaser. That's gonna change your whole life. My self-help book is called Perspective. So when you say you wish you could freestyle like that, you can if you put it in the right perspective. So freestyling, you know how you have a conversation and we're talking and you're not pre-planning your thoughts, Chaser? Now,
Mhm.
not it's hard to imagine, but you can do that with freestyling. That's why it's called freestyling. You're flowing. You're not thinking. You're not pre-planning.
Oh, yeah.
Literally like talking. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. It becomes more cohesive.
For
you know?
sure.
You just got to
Yeah.
practice anything. You didn't pick up the guitar and be great at it the first day. You put the time in and the effort. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
spitting.
I'm still not very good at that.
I think you're pretty good. I would say you're pretty good. I still call it spitting bars. I got laughed at literally today by somebody, and they were like, "Don't say." I'm like, "Don't say I can't."
Well, that's 'cause I just rap for y'all, but normally I'm rapping and then switching it up with singing, and it makes it more cohesive because people think it's written. Because they're like, "How do you switch from singing to rapping?" But I put on a rap beat. I was just like, "Let's just rap."
Yeah, I was actually see some of that. So go to Lomell's World on Instagram, and this is where you will see what I saw. You also see him in a ring. You will see him jumping up on with the singing mixed with the rapping. You will actually be able to see that as well too. So there's quite a bit there.
I did Michael Jackson. I did a Michael Jackson remix called "Remember the Time," where I'm singing the hook like he sang the hook, but I'm freestyling the verses. Check that out because I was at the Grammys with Chris Brown and them, and everybody that was hearing it was saying they loved it. So
You can spit a little bit of it out if you want to right now.
nope, y'all gonna have to go to Lomell's World and check that out.
You got it. There you go. Because I do have one. That's a good move. I do have one for a Chaser in here that I know that is one of your favorites over here, and we're going to find out about it. But I asked you that, y'all, like, you probably thought I was over here dancing, and not that I wouldn't be moving to your song, but this thing, like, is trying to eat me over here. Sorry. Like, come on.
That's a Texas problem. See, the girl, you've heard of dance like nobody's watching. So they did, but people were watching, and it looked like she did 9 shots of tequila and ran through a spider web. So,
No,
yeah. So,
regular
yeah.
old. It is a spider, though. Look what I'm holding. It's an Uncle Rhino CD that came in the mail.
That'll run them off. That'll run them off. Yeah. That gets rid of bugs and Jehovah's Witness. Yeah. It'll get rid of both of them. Get them off the porch anyway. Yeah.
That today in the mail, we've got our Uncle Rhino swag here in the mail. Cash got that today. Cash is the youngest. He is part of Unc's family, my family, and not doing well, sick. And then that showed up today. So please tell Auntie Melissa and Unc, thank you. That got him on a perfect timing. Came home from the doctor and is like, what is this? And they said the first name, I was like, nope. And then by the time the second name, I went, wait a minute, I think I know. When we use our normal name. So Chaser, I have a question here.
Yes, ma'am.
You said this is one of your favorite songs right here, Just a Dream Away. What about this song? And it's like, I'm big on songwriting too, so I'm going to ask that question. What is and look, I like that we got people that need songwriters, so please speak up when you need songwriters. We got plenty of that for days over here in the drive, so I would much rather be doing the songwriting than be up on the stage, ironically. So your song, Just a Dream, what makes this song one that you say, man, this is the one that's exciting you? This is you. What is it?
Well, I mean, it's just, the fact of, when I was growing up, I always had a dream and something I wanted to chase, whether it was, I a little bit more background. I grew up showing horses. I was a big part of that. I got I'm part of a pretty decent rodeo family, I'd say. So when I was little, I was always trying to chase my dreams, whether it was showing my horses or, watching YouTube of all these musicians growing up, wanting to be up there on that stage and having that dream. And I just, I tried chasing it. So when I heard this song, Just a Dream Away, which was written by Thomas Rhett, it was one that I picked up out of Nashville. I really couldn't pass it up because everybody out there is chasing a dream. Everybody can relate to that song, especially as musicians. We're all out there chasing that dream. And like I said, the last line of that song, it goes, "I know a boy who bought a cheap guitar, played for tips and beers in the bars, sang from his heart, shot for the stars, and kind of looks like me." That part always hits me, and it just kind of resonated with me, and I had to do it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's get to the song. Let's get to the song right here. It's Chaser Crouch Music. You can find him pretty easy. Like he said, he has a lot of his on Facebook. I was able to find you a little bit on Instagram, but you have a really big following there on your Facebooks for Chaser Crouch Music. Is where I would go if you want to find a lot more what he has going on with his music. But again, they are websites, like literally your websites, just with Chaser. So is it chasercrouchmusic.com?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. And Lomell, you just want them to go to your Instagram, right? Because you go to that Instagram, you're going to be like, oh, okay.
I also would like to make it known that almost all the songs you hear on my Instagram are for sale. I do sell hooks. I do sell verses. If you need a whole song written for you, multiple genres, it doesn't matter. Award-winning songwriter. And my mentor was that guy. So
yes,
reach out.
Most certainly. When it comes to that, I want to say thank you for that too. So Just a Dream is Just a Dream Away right here with Chaser Crouch, and you can find him again here everywhere. And we'll ask you after, Chaser, about your schedule and your playing on Just a Dream Away.
Amy's got her name tag pinned to her apron, serving up smiles, coffee, and bacon. Saving up her money 'cause Hollywood's waiting on her pretty face. Tommy spent 10 years working for his uncle.
Yeah.
I followed you, Chaser. I like your music.
Thank you. I
Yeah, we're
appreciate it.
definitely gonna build, bro.
That
I
is
think
a good sign. That's a good
I think
sign,
our
right?
sounds together would sound pretty dope.
I actually was like literally thinking like a cross right here, like between what you're doing, Chaser, and then throw in some with Lomell. Or I know I'm doing this, y'all. There is really a it's trying to eat me. I'm like, stop it. But I did think of that. I was thinking of the sound like flowing back and forth for a new song that you could have, Chaser, as well. And then Lomell, obviously, I can get in touch with you when it comes to writing and what we're doing over here with Uncle Rhino and the tribe. We have Star Spangled Bangers coming to you here very shortly. It's already there, but look at his face. Look at his face, y'all.
I like that. That's as soon as people hear that, they're gonna smile and like, okay, like, you know what I mean?
That's Star Spangled Bangers. Music publishing coming to you out of Uncle Rhino, Tracy Two Step, and the man in Kentucky. So that's what we'll say, the man in Kentucky. And then, of course, Bottle Rocket Records, which is Uncle Rhino. And we have a lot going on there. So Two Step Tribe has multiple artists that are in different genres, just a lot of platforms, a lot of things coming up between the festivals, the shows. It's not just a show, it is a group collectively to get together and actually do this on purpose. So by blending the music and blending people in a universal language of music. Music is very medicinal. It can be very healing. It can also tell the story in which sometimes it might be hard, to say your story, but yet you can take it on paper. Uncle Rhino, this is when I look at you and go, all right, Chaser, we've got Chaser Crouch Music, Just a Dream Away is that song that's out there right now. We've got Lomell's World. I want you to go to his Instagram to look at that. But now let's turn that table on Lomell and Chaser a little bit here and give them back something. What do you want to give back that I would have in here for you or us of what we got on? What do you want them to hear? Do you want them to hear Johnny and June? Do you want them to hear, what do you want to hear?
We were talking about a duet earlier, Chaser and I were, and I think this would be a great one for a duet. I'd like to show him Johnny and June. I think this is a really powerful song paying a tribute to one of the great love affairs in modern history, full of all the fire and everything. So I think this is a good one.
Here you go, Lomell. So this is the same thing that you said happened to you, happened on a day. It was actually Valentine's Day. And Chaser, this song is, so for everybody out there, same thing as Lomell. My music right now or anything that I'm doing is going to go under Uncle Rhino, under Star Spangled Bangers, Bottle Rocket. So anything to do with mine, either go to the website, picturesinsidethewire.com, or stick around, check it out. It's coming along with our festival that we'll tell you about here in a little bit. But here is How Do You Love Like Johnny and June? So, there was a lot going on there. And it's just a question of, how do you love like Johnny and June? Because there was a whole lot going on there. So I'm not actually saying that anyone can take or have it, but Unc over there knows what he's doing. So here you go. It's just one of those things that happen. And it's How Do You Love Like Johnny and June? And if you got to ask me who that is, then you may be on the wrong show, honey.
In a small town where whispers rain, life ain't easy, but love withstands the pain. Through the highs and the deepest lows, how do we love when the whole world goes? I've read their stories, heard the songs, a love that lasted, stay so strong. When the nights are cold and days are dark, how do we keep that kind of spark? Tell me how to love like Johnny and June, through the fire and the typhoon, when the chords of life seem to break, how do you mend every mistake? In a world that spins out of control, how do you keep hold of your soul? Like a circle, unbroken and true. Tell me, is there a way through? Mama says it's patience and grace, a touch, a glance, a simple embrace. When shadows overtake the light, how do we keep it burning bright? Tell me how to love like Johnny and June, through the fire and the typhoon, when the chords of life seem to break, how do you mend every mistake?
Ooh, I am the only one that is not on mute right now because we had some reverb. Let me get everyone's mic here for you. There we are. Your mics are now.
That one's written to be a duet, but we just had the one vocalist, the Gold Star Mom, come through and knock it out.
What do you think there, both of you, Chaser and Lomell? What do you think? I think it needs a little bit of up.
I think it's smooth. I think a male voice will definitely add sonically to it. I'm thinking a deeper voice. I think that would add a lot more richness to it, and it would balance it out, you know, and maybe even behind the chorus, a little more highs, a little more energy.
Yeah.
Feeling.
When you hit that second chorus with it did go to the house. Because right now you'd let the female sing the lead all the way through the chorus with the male singing the part underneath her, and then the male sing the second verse, and then they flip on the next chorus, and that would be epic.
And those dynamics that the vocals would bring out together on that second and third. And I would even, it doesn't have a bridge, huh? It's just two verses in the choruses. I would even add a bridge in if possible. You know what I mean?
To me, I would sit and just write. So yes, but I do believe that what you just said, and that means when it comes to producers and people who can mix and put things together, like you mentioned that you do as well. There's a lot of people who do not like for people to take their songs and like kind of reconstruct. I'm completely opposite. I'm like, here, like make this into a blessing for everyone out there in the world. So
that's how most of the hits are made a collaborative effort. All these top songs you see are not one or two people. These are 15, 30 people in a room working on everything from the nuances to the tones to the inflections of your voice and your emotions and how you say the things. That's why they got Troy Taylors and the A&Rs and the people in these rooms with them. You know what I mean? Because it's not a singularity thing. It's a tribe. It's literally sometimes you have to let it go.
It's sometimes a village. Yep.
You know,
you let it go or it's not going to grow. So that's what you have to do. So I'm all about that. Chaser, how did you feel about that one with Johnny and June?
I liked it. I mean, he kind of hit the nail on the head with what he was saying. I mean, it was. I like it.
Cool. Very cool. I do agree. I do want a little bit of up in there. So that's exactly an answer I was looking for. I was like, yeah, I still want to see it just kind of spark up a little. Good job, Uncle Rhino there.
Y'all are encouraging her, damn it. You're encouraging her.
Hey, writing is therapeutic.
She's going to be working me to damn death when we get off of here. Y'all don't know. She's going to work me to death. She's nice on camera, and then she works me to death. Yeah.
No,
all right. Working good for you.
Isn't that
Hell,
what
I
you signed
guess.
up for? Isn't that why you still look young, Uncle Ronald?
Shoot, I'm supposed to be the uncle that just lays around eating Lindor truffles. That's the word I was looking for.
Indoor
Yeah.
truffle glow.
Yeah, Lindor truffles and good cigars. That's what I needed. Yeah. But no, Tracy said we got to work on this.
Toast around.
With
Yeah.
you get
Oh
the
my
tumbler of
goodness.
whiskey or
Toast around.
Yeah, I'd eat them over at Chaser's house, but it'll get windy and slang one of them out of my mouth. Yeah. I have all kind of problems.
That
Yeah.
wind's whipping through here right now. I keep hearing it. It's
Lord
bad.
Jesus.
Oh, it is
Okay.
big time.
oh my
It
god.
really is.
If I
And
start
so in
rolling
here,
over, and as things start falling and I start rolling over, you know what happened.
Yeah, stop, drop, and roll, damn it. Stop, drop, and roll. Yeah.
right? We do have a person in Tribe, interestingly enough, Lomell, and it is Silent Sounds. So Silent Sounds, if y'all will go back and look at an episode there, he just remixed a song. Silent did, and I love like people that like invest into the Tribe, and
They know each other.
Silence.
They know each other.
That's my guy. Yeah, I've known him for 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's amazing. Like we just
He's
instantly
really cool.
like this, and he grabbed one and remixed it, and this is perfect. I was like, shoot, you got to be
It's
kidding me.
because-
Okay, everybody out there, so Lomell knows.
Sometimes
Silent-
you can't see. Sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees, and when they can
Yeah.
step back, and it's not their project, so they're not. I know if you're like me, we get emotionally attached to these projects. You know, they're coming from our heart. Like these are things that are
They're
coming
true.
from us. So it's hard to detach, you know. But when you
Yes.
can Tracy as fast as you creating, you know,
Just go. You got to keep going. That's what we do here in the Tribe. We keep going. So a beautiful soul in our Tribe is Silent Sounds
That's
with a
dope.
C. Got to do a shout out to him. He took a song and within less than 12 hours said here. And then not only that, I never say this certain word. And I happen to have been in a mood when I wrote this song, and it has the F word.
Potty mouth. You're a potty mouth, nasty mouth, cussing. Yeah.
No, I always said get me bail money or whatever. Like I typically just do not say it. I'm okay if other people do, but this particular day, I found out I didn't say it just one time. He was like, "There's about 20 of them, Tracy." I had to clean up the edits. I was like,
He couldn't beep out all the cuss words there. It would sound like R2D2 was singing. Yeah.
I don't know about that one. I'm looking in here for him. And so now that you know him, Lomell, I'm going to let you pick. I'm going to let you actually pick it. So I've got Silent and Two-Step, the Toxic Rain edit. And then I've got Toxic Rain Clean edit original. I'm going to guess you want to hear Size full on edit. Yeah, I already knew that's what you're going to say, actually. Yeah, without knowing the full version. So we'll do that for you. So here's
Potty mouth.
Tribe. So
Potty mouth.
We have
Let's
both
hear
in
this.
here. We have both in here. It is Toxic Rain, and you got to give a shout out to Silent Sounds. That's with a C. Everybody, you want to check him out.
Silent. Salute.
See-
Grammy nominee.
CY and Chaser. Here is a song that was just like, you never know where we're going to go in Tribe, but that's the good news. You got all kinds of stuff going on here in Tribe. I'm going to go ahead and grab Silent Sounds with
She
Two-Step.
cusses. Chaser, she cusses. Don't listen to her. You're a young man. You're a good young man. Don't listen to her.
I think the only time you may have heard that is one time that you were probably like, like, I don't like this part.
I'm thinking you're going to make Jesus cry. You cussing.
Oh.
You need to stop cussing. Yeah. Upsetting Jesus.
That was one day. I'm allowed to have that one day. Here we go. Silent Sounds, Two-Step right here. Toxic Rain. We do have the full edited version, but then we also have what Cy did here just to play around.
Toxic rain drops falling from the sky. Go around and find out why. Dripping venom on each side. On the tie, up and eyes burning with drink. Poison beers make hearts start. Walking shells on the brink. World's ending in a blink. Like T-O-X-I and gently go around. Thoughts of dark like twisted breaks. Loving hearts and toxic fits we make. Don't be scared like broken sticks. Venomous poison from the sky. Whisper truth, live a lie. Fate's a cruel alibi. In this game, no one gets by. T-O-X-I-C, he's going down. Go out and find out why. See the ones that we're from. Venom spills on the ground. Mix some pain every sound. Taken from the sky, toss it. T-O-X-I-C, running the show.
That really reminded me of like a, you guys remember No Doubt, Gwen Stefani?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That reminded me
Did
of
it?
the whole Gwen Stefani vibe. Yeah.
Well,
Like-
he took that from one angle and then turned that out, and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." I said the only two words were infectious and dance. Like I want it to be infectious, and I want to be able to dance.
So how now I'm curious to hear the original because I want to see how far.
I can play a short clip into it, and you'll just see literally.
Yeah,
what
I just want to hear the.
We could
you
show
know?
the listeners out there what happens when you let a producer who's really good get a hold of your song and you trust their capabilities, and that is
Yeah,
songs.
this whole thing is an exercise just to show how, because some of the greatest songs, some of the greatest country songs, for instance, were turned into the greatest mainstream pop songs. A lot of guys don't know, but the UB40 song "Red Red Wine" that everybody fell in love with in the '80s was an old country song before it ever became that. And a lot of people, yeah, there's a lot of them. Yeah, what was it? John Michael Montgomery had several hits that got picked up. Was it Boys to Men that cut it? I can't remember.
Boys the Men cut a country record too.
Yeah, they had cut several of those songs, and I thought it was them. I can't remember now. I'm going completely blank, and don't shoot me. But they hit that song. I swear that was John Michael Montgomery.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I swear was
Was it? It wasn't Belle Biv and DeVoe.
no, All for One.
Oh, yeah, All for One. That's right. That's right. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
See, it takes a village here, Chaser. I'm glad they figured it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
so for Lomell, Thrilled, and Silent Sounds, to hear just a clip of what the original. Now, this is also an edit version with so that radio could play a clean edit. When we get to that, I'll play that for a second, just so you can see whatever he did.
Toxic rain drop falling from the sky. Go around and find out why. Dripping venom in each side. Down to die, up and cry. Eyes burning with each blink. Poison tears make hearts die. Walking shells on the brink. World's ending in a blink. Blink. T-O-X-I-C. Toxic rain is coming down. Go around and find out why. See the ones that wear a frown. Venom spills upon.
I see how he reimagined it. Okay.
So
Okay,
you
glad to do.
can take really cool stuff like some of Chaser's and actually bust it out into a club mix,
Yeah.
which would really throw them for a curve because 3 chords in the truth are 3 chords in the truth. So you can take these songs like Chaser had, and Chaser will have them very red dirt country, very Texas country. And that is its own institution. That's its own genre unto itself. It's kind of the backbone of mainstream country. A lot of people don't realize that the majority of country albums and records are bought within the sovereign borders of the great Republic of Texas. And people don't understand how much of that shapes country music. And you can take that though, you can put a silent sound spin on it, and take it to church. It can get wild, and people will be like, "Wait, what?" And you go from one style of dancing to everybody sweating. You know, that's hot when you
You guys remember,
when you see it transfer like that, and it's the same song.
you remember, what was it, One Republic? Uh,
Uh-huh.
it was okay, and then Timberland took Too Late and turned it into a #1 club banger.
Yep.
It's too late to apologize, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, y'all right.
I like it. I could actually see Chasers Just a Dream Away. Like you mix that up and that'll
Yeah.
be fun. I could actually see that.
That'd be
Ironic. I
That'd
could
be
see it.
The cool stuff, it's always cool to do the stuff they never see coming.
Mhm.
That's where the secret to mojo is right there. Is don't do what everybody expects. Do what nobody sees coming.
I did Pump Up the Jam and
Mm.
Rhythm is a Dancer. I did a medley of the two and remade the beat. Incredible.
Mhm. Mashed
Yeah.
it up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I mean, and I like blending the genres too. So we've got the Star Spangled Bangers up by Unk's head there. If anybody wants to take a look at that, we got a few here. This is Unk's favorite Star Spangled Bangers up there, our artwork. And then we each got our own favorite. So you can check out UncleRhino.com on patriotsinside-the-wire.com. Soon we will have all of that up. And when it comes to merch and it comes to everything else, UncleRhino.com right now has his all available. Chaser Crouch, do you have your merchandise at your website?
I do not have it on there yet. I'm working on getting it figured out. But
no worries, we got you. Chaser Crouch. Go to UncleRhino.com for that. Anything to do with Star Spangled Bangers music that I'm talking about, you can look here. You can go to the site. I like that. I like that. I do like that. That's
Thank
pretty.
you.
I would wear that. I would wear it right now, actually. I love it. That's very nice. Show us that again. What does that say there?
So it's a hummingbird, and it says
Yes.
always forward, because my motto is always forward. You don't use the past as a crutch, but as strength to reach and inspire others.
I love it. I love it. I do. I did. The hummingbird itself has an interesting meaning for me too. So
You have hummingbird DNA when it comes to giving me new songs. Every time I turn around, you're flicking another one at me.
you can call me that. I love that one. You can just do hummingbird now because I hate it when you say squirrel.
Well, that's the squirrel. She's squirrel. It's like a bird dog with ADD, and she sees a squirrel. She's like squirrel.
No, it's just about my writing. I'm like, I'll go from one end of the spectrum to write a song, and all of a sudden, then I'll be like way over here. So we're talking about songs, everybody, not my actual thinking and functioning throughout life. So
That too, though. That too. She makes my blood pressure get up. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to meet you in person.
Yeah.
You guys haven't met in person yet?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Oh,
No,
well,
we're in quarantine still because they said we have to be safe. We've stayed in these tiny boxes. Yeah.
not over
Wow.
here in life. But
Yeah, that's gonna be a
Uncle
sight,
Rhino-
right?
Uncle Rhino has great energy. He has great energy.
Oh yeah.
to be around.
I'm in this tiny box. I'm trying to push. I pushed too hard. Choked myself. Yeah. Damn it.
So Uncle Rhino and I will be attending Chaser, the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. Will you be attending March 23rd and 24th and 25th?
I'll be there.
Wow.
Oh, that was your favorite uncle.
And
Yeah,
so
oh, yeah.
your favorite uncle that I'm like, come on, we're going to this one. So you will get to see me in person, and it will be our first time in person. But listen, we've connected so much through songs and life that it's going to be like I've already known in 50 years, right? Yeah. And there's that too, right? There's a lot going on there. A lot going on. I like for them to also hear what you've got going on. So Chaser, yes, you are up there at the Regional Radio Awards. as well. So we're going to be seeing you there at the music show. But congrats on that. And then as far as you, Uncle Rhino, you know I'm not going to let you get away without them hearing you.
Well, for me, it's all about them. So I normally I just like to do their music. I've heard my own. I listen to it. I hear it all the time. But my thing, we got three options. We got the one that I wrote with Malik, F250. That's one that we just wrapped up, mixed and mastered. I wrote that with Lomell and my friend Malik Youssef. We also have an 80s rock vibe for patriotism, saluting our soldiers, called The Best of Us and their families as well. And then we have a country thing right now, I think you have in the queue, called Wailing for Cash, that's on country radio right now. So
Got it. Yeah.
we let them pick.
You got it. I will bring that out to you here in just a second. What I want to do is give you something to follow me with here. So Chaser, March 23rd and 24th. It's because I'll be going on different dates, but March 23rd and 24th, that is Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. It's right here out of Texas. Chaser Crouch Music is going to be there, as well as we just had Bubba Wesley, Sonny Sauceda, Billy Joe, several. This is a time when you will see, you think Texas is huge, but yet when it comes to our music and those that are involved, we say thank you to them. And I love it when it's there's the personalization is still there. So Texas Regional Radio Music Awards, TRRMA, that is not us. That is not my radio station. Those are just good people that are putting this on to help us, the artists. It's for the artists. It's the work that they've been doing. So thank you for that, for giving us that. Mrs. Cindy Gell, thank you. Here we are. We're back into the music side of things. We've got 107.5 The Swamp. We've got Music Row. We've got True Grit Radio. As long
Both of you guys, just so y'all know, I've got it on good authority. The Swamp is 60 radio stations to 195 countries. When you're on this show, the man in charge is checking you out, and I can promise you, your material will be going to them to go into rotation. So, he's 100% for indie artists. He promotes indie music. Phenomenal man, Mr. Rob Charles, our tribe member, our friend, our brother. And he's in there fighting the good fight for both of y'all. So,
yes. And I just want you to know that there's other people that pay attention and do listen. You just never know who's going to pop in, and you just never know what's going to happen. So in this great big world of the digital era, when it comes to stations, you know, I am used to working with the Metropolitan. I've done reviews professionally. They actually paid me to do it. So it wasn't like social media is now. And then on top of that, working in terrestrial radio. So, and putting on events and festivals. So that is a little bit of my background. Now, Uncle Rhino's speaks for itself. You know, he's had a long career, Chaser, and you can find a lot of his music that's going to fit your style. But right here, what I have for you, Uncle Rhino, is number one, Wailing for Cash. It is out there on the charts. Have we looked at that, Uncle? Where are we at on the charts here?
I don't know. I'm at this point, I'm going to get hit in the mouth because I'm worse than Chaser as far as knowing what the hell I got going on right now.
I know about Texas.
Yeah. I don't know. I know some charts because there's several different ones. With me being gone from Texas and stepping away for a while, there were a lot of charts that I wasn't familiar with. I know T3R, I think we were somewhere between 92 and 94, I think, on the T3R Billboard reporting chart. And then I'm not sure, I had some others that I think there was a American country music chart. There was another one on the Texas charts. We're up, we've broken the top 40 on several of them. So I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for the listeners. I'm grateful for the radio tribe, our family out there at radio that's giving it a shot and giving it a spin. And our family over at Heart of Texas Media with Jim Nash and Kim Nash over there spinning it. And JB Cloud out in Abilene, wearing it out. You know, our tribe, you know, all in. We all in. We ride or die together, and I appreciate y'all. And just like Tracy got a little package full of love today, they all got some en route right now. It's coming.
We do. We've got it. We've got multiple things coming. And as you just mentioned, we do have yours. You're about right on your placement there with it is T3R. You can all check that out. I did hear you mention Jim Nash. He is a lovely radio personality out here out of Texas. We've got a lot of good people out here. I know you recognize that name, Chaser. I'm pretty sure you're going to recognize the names that Uncle Rhino just mentioned. You are correct around where your song is sitting, but I'll be able to pull that up for you. For you, Uncle Rhino, I've got, and you know, I'm going to turn to Lomell. If Lomell and I are on the same page here, and Chaser, since you don't want to pick, we're the three of us are going to do this. So we've got Waylon for Cash, which is out there, but do we have permission on F250 and or remember what I have? I do have. I have it. I have a few in here on you, so that I kept. So if you really want your opinion, I would say right now on any one of your songs, if you want it really to be heard, like by the masses, now's the time for me to play it.
Well, what are the three titles that we have?
Okay, you've got Waylon for Cash. The reason I'm doing this is because it's the number 4, Waylon for Cash. And then you have F250 is in here. We did that for a reason because of shout out to Bubba Wesley and our Bubba Bad Boy Leroy, all of you with your truck songs. I got to hit up Ford. And then we've got Best of Us, and you've got 3 or 4 in here. So which one you want, Lomell or Chaser to pick? I know which one.
Yeah, they got to pick. Y'all pick. Y'all be the DJ.
F250.
I was thinking the same one.
I knew y'all were going to say that. Okay, so this is a song by Uncle Rhino, everyone. It's not released. Am I correct, Uncle Rhino?
That's correct. We hadn't dropped it yet, but we wrote it with I wrote it with the great icon, hip hop and R&B icon, spoken word icon, Malik Youssef.
There we go. I love it. I love it. We got to shout out to all of those. Shout out to Malik. Shout out. This is F250 by Uncle Rhino. You're on Patriots Inside the Wire. Two-Step Tribe. So many channels that we're thankful for that I'm not going to name them all right now, but tune in right now to F250.
Bang, 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 dang, dang, a diggy, diggy, bang, 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 dang, dang, a diggy, diggy, bang, bang, dang, dang, a diggy, diggy, bang, bang, dang, dang.
In a 6.7 rolling down the block, this monster truck is ready to rock. Diesel powered locomotion, got the turbo kicking with a loud commotion. Heaven sent everywhere that we go, got my angel riding shotgun and waving out the windows. 0 to 60 quicker than most, steel belts humming from coast to coast. Hey, boy, truck. I'm rolling in an F250. Hey, boy, truck. 32s with a 10-inch lifty. Down to creek bottoms, wrong turn regrets, yeah, but baby, I got them. Some great ideas ain't all that good. Just because you could, it doesn't mean that you should. Rolling coal and the dust don't settle. Gravel and the travel and the pedal to the metal. I ain't got time for smelling the roses. I'm parting the water like a redneck Moses. Hey, boy, truck. I'm going in an F250. 32s with a 10-inch lifty. Oh, acting like I'm shifty. I'm rolling in an F250. This 4x4 will tackle all natural forces, stampeding with 440 horses. There may come a day when you feel you're stuck in the mud. Then I remember, ain't no fear here, stand clear and hold my beer. Ladies love it when I lock in the hub. Hey, boy, truck. I'm 250. Hey, Ford truck. 32s with a 10-inch lifty. Hey, Ford truck. Want me like I'm shifty. Hey, Ford truck. I'm rolling in an F-250.
I'm rolling an F-250.
I like that. Was that you, Chaser? I heard at the end there. Was that you, Chaser? The F-250? Who did that?
No, it was
Chaser Lomell.
No.
Yeah, it's Lomell, wasn't it?
Mhm.
That was catchy.
All right. Right now on Patriots Inside the Wire, Two-Step Tribe, there's a great reason that I know what I'm doing when I do it. Uncle Rhino and Chaser and Lomell, I want you to hear Uncle Rhino's song right now, which is on the charts. It is Waylon for Cash. I'm watching our time clock in radio. We get 30-minute increments. We have a 2-hour segment.
I've heard this. Let's play it.
This right. We get 2 hours on the radio time there. So let's go ahead and get this one out. And it is
If we
Waylon.
play this, we'll have to rap quick and we'll have to say our love yous bye real fast.
Yes, we will. And we are very good at that. So we love it. And it is called Waylon for Cash, Chaser and Lomell. Let's get it. It's Uncle Rhino's song right now. It is on the charts. Please ask for it, play it, put it on a playlist in the digital era. Here we go.
I'm up here wailing for cash. I'm putting on a show and I'm trying to make a splash for those who might be jonesing for a country smash. I'm up here wailing for cash. I'm hearing everywhere that country music's gone, but I think she's just reloading and it won't be long till honky tonks are open with people packed inside. I'm shining up these boots and getting ready for the ride, 'cause I'm up here wailing for cash. I'm putting on a show and I'm trying to make a splash for those who might be jonesing for a country smash. I'm up here wailing for cash. Oh, this way of life will make you haggard over time, but I choose to earn my paycheck with these rowdy friends of mine, and a way of life that's loveless. I'll tell it to you straight. Beneath this neon rainbow, I don't hesitate, 'cause I'm up here wailing for cash. I'm putting on a show and I'm trying to make a splash for those who might be jonesing for a country smash. I'm up here wailing for cash for those who might be jonesing for a country smash. Well, I'm up here wailing for cash.
Sweet. I was waiting. I was like, he's going to do it. He's going to do Oh Sweet. We just actually ended on one of our channels. We are still live right now on Two-Step Tribe on a Tuesday with Chaser Crouch music tonight. Love that song, Just a Dream. I love it. Lomell's World over here. Literally go check out his Instagram. You will see just fresh, nonstop. I mean, he does it worse than me. So when it comes to like creativity and writing, I found a new buddy over here. And now that I know like Cy is kind of like me a little bit too. So shout out to Silent Sounds out there. We like to stay in and do that whole behind the scenes thing. Shout out to you, Uncle Rhino and Chaser Crouch. We'll be seeing you soon at the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards, which is March 23rd. and March 24th. It is a collective group that gets together in Texas. They've done a lot of hard work over the years, and we just want to say thank you to them. We are actually not on that station, but we support all of our artists, our personalities, and we do want to make sure to lift up each other. So for tonight, how do you want to close us out?
We want to thank everybody for taking the time to come visit with us, hang out,
Oh, yeah.
showing love to Lomell, showing love to Chaser Crouch, two great fine examples of American music and hardworking artists that are out there busting their butt for you guys every day. So please support them. Please continue to support our little podcast. Like, share, subscribe. Go follow these guys on social media. Same thing on Two Step Tribe channels and Patriots Inside the Wire. And 100% everything we do for you, because you, the listener, are the rock star of every show. Thank y'all for coming.
Hey, we love it. We love it. And don't forget, we are on tomorrow on our true stories of what's going on out there. And on Thursday, the Two Step Tribe Thursday show, we've got some great ones coming. This Thursday's amazing. Next Tuesday, Henry Turner Jr. and Bree Carter. Now, look that up, Lomell. Henry Turner Jr. Let me say that again. If y'all do not know that one, Chaser, look him up. Henry Turner
All
Jr.
right.
Whoa, I'm going to enjoy that thoroughly. So thank you, the tribe out there, everybody. It just means we are a collective group of artists, people who are around the music industry in different areas. And we all come together and we all put it out there and have a great time by supporting each other. So here on the Two Step Tribe, we have our show, and we do want you to follow, subscribe, and hit the bell. Click the bell. That bell right there will give you all of our notifications. Thank you, Lomell. Hit the bell, Lomell. There you
Hit the
go.
bell.
As he says. So if you'll stand by right here, we're going to play us out really quick. And once again, thank you again. Shout out to 107.5, The Swamp. Thank you for joining us tonight.
This has been a Patriots Inside the Wire production. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Two Step Tribe, where you, the viewer, are always the rock star of this show. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share. We cannot do this without you. Your uncle says so, and you are loved and appreciated. Sergeant Two Step, sign us out. Let's load up.